the essence of the eternal divine spirit, the one that causes all that exists to exist, the one that is self-existent.
How many men have children and the children never meet their father? See, you created a void in that child because you are a part of that child.
Black power! Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Are you feeling fatigued and can barely make it through the day without some type of caffeine?
Are you on a journey of healing your body but need a little help?
Then alkaline water is what you really need.
Alkaline water has many benefits. Alkaline water can help restore pH balance in the body. Consuming beverages such as soda and coffee can make your body acidic.
Did you know that too much acid in your body has been linked to an intermittent heart disease, obesity, diabetes, autoimmune disease, chronic pain, and other chronic conditions like gout and arthritis?
Those who use alkaline water have reported increased energy levels, clearer skin, reduction in inflammation, better digestion, and many other health benefits. I've used alkaline water for years, and it's been instrumental in sustaining my health when I was diagnosed with sarcoidosis.
Are you ready to take responsibility for your body's health?
If the answer is yes, then our alkaline water is just what you need. Bring your own bottles. It's only $3 for each gallon. To place an order or for more information, you can reach us at 773-846-3091. Thank you in advance for your support.
Hi, my name is Sister Ebony Stevenson. I am your announcer for today. Welcome to the Toma Nation's weekly Sunday worship service from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. every Sunday at 616 East 71st Street here in Chicago, Illinois, and also live on Facebook. If you would like more information, you can reach us at www.facebook.com/TomaNation2 or give us a call at 773-952-8302. Now I am going to recite our opening. In the name of the eternal divine spirit, the one that causes all that exists to exist, the one that is self-existent, the one who directs the sunships of millions and trillions of years, and the one who made time the seed of the universe, known among the ancient Kemites or Egyptians as Amun-Ra and Aten, among the Hebrews as Ansal, Yahweh, and Elohim, among the Christians as Lord, God, and Jehovah, among the Muslims and Islamic world as Allah, the one God, among the Rastafarians as Jah Rastafari, among the Yoruba tribes of West Africa as Odumare, Eshu, and many other Orisha names. I bear witness that all of these names refer to the same one, Almighty Spirit, and it is to that essence which I give reverence and to whom I submit. I boldly proclaim that we, the descendants of those black men and women who survived the transatlantic slave trade, are the Lost 13 tribe, born in North America, and are of the Nubian Kemetic lineage. I further proclaim that the blood of all the nations of the earth flows through our veins. I greet you in the ancient but holy words of peace, Hotep, Shalom, Assalamu alaikum, Habaragani, Alafia, and Ashe. Now I am going to recite the 13 points of what we believe and know. Number 1. We believe and know that we are not to repeat the mistakes of the past prophets and messengers of the Almighty Creator of the heavens and earth. Number 2. We believe and know that we can only establish an economic base through the application of the knowledge of self and the incorporation of the ideologies of the Honorable Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Mahatma Gandhi, and Ben Ami. Number 3. We believe and know that the prophets and messengers of the Holy Bible, the Holy Quran, and the Kemetic Holy Books were all black. Number 4, we believe and know that Jesus Christ of 2,000 years was and is a black man. Number 5, we believe and know that the knowledge of the Almighty Creator goes beyond books written by the prophets and messengers of the Almighty Creator. Number 6, we believe and know that in order to promote and coordinate unity, we must first recognize and accept the uniqueness of being able to worship our Creator, regardless of religious denomination, name, title, ritual, particular dress, or holy book, as long as it recognizes the Almighty Creator of the heavens, earth, and the universe as supreme. Number 7, we believe and know that it is impossible to tell the truth without exposing the wicked governments of the world. Number 8, we believe and know that the United States government, in collaboration with other European nations, have a denial objective to exterminate dark-skinned people of color off the earth through the act of genocide. Number 9, we believe and know that some of the most effective methods that are being used today are AIDS, birth control, alcohol and drug abuse, vaccinations, gang and domestic violence, systematic elimination of trauma centers, the public school system, and public aid within the black communities of America and the world. Number 10, we believe and know that the last trick that Satan is playing on us is the dividing of us by our religious differences, religious gangbanging. Number 11, we believe and know that the conflict between the various religions are comparable to the conflict between various street gangs within the inner cities of America. Number 12, we believe and know that the war on drugs and gangs is a diabolical plot to disarm the black community of weapons, break up the black family, withdraw our constitutional rights, also kill and incarcerate young black males under the undercover code name Able 2029. And number 13, we believe and know that every letter, shape, sound, and numerical value contains esoteric information that completely transcends the specific contextual meaning of the word. Our purpose: to bring about the growth of a righteous community in accordance with the laws of the Creator of the universe, under the leadership and guidance of Brother Minister Raheem Quasad Otten, to provide solutions to the social and economic ills that plague the communities of urban America. Our goal: to re-educate and retrain youth and young adults to develop positive moral values as an alternative to delinquent behaviors, because you can't rebuild a community and not rebuild the minds of the residents of the community to meet the responsibilities of maintaining the community's image. Our mission: to enhance the economic development of our communities by establishing businesses, real and personal properties, thereby creating jobs and/or entrepreneurship training programs that will reverse the concept of leaving the community to buying back the community. Our motto: let your light so shine before men that they shall see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Matthew 5:16. Now we're going to recite our salute to the red, black, and green flag. Everyone put your right fist in the air and repeat after me. Here's to this flag of mine, the red, black, and green. Hopes in its future bright, Africa has seen. Here's to the red of it, great nations shall know of it. In time to come, red blood shall flow of it. Historians shall write of it, this flag of mine. Here's to the black of it, 400 million's back of it, whose destiny depends on it. The red, black, and green of it, old flag of mine. Here's to the green of it, young men and women shall dream of it, face shots and shells for it, maidens shall sing of it, waving so high. Here's to the whole of it, colors bright and pole of it, pleased is my soul with it, regardless of what is told of it. Thanks to God for giving it, this great flag of mine. Please keep your right fist raised high in the air as we sing our Black National Anthem. Black power, Black power, Black power. Black power is the power to define, develop, and defend that which is in the best interest of Black people.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. My name is Sister Ebony Stevenson. I am going to be your lecturer for today. The title of my lecture is August is National Black Business Month. For those of you who follow us, Choma Nation, on Facebook and YouTube, you will also know that I am the current serving president of the United Black American Progress Association here in Chicago, in Illinois. And as we know that National Black Business Month is something that we observe every year, I'm going to go into not a deep dive on history. If you would like to see us go more into a deeper dive on National Black Business Month, please feel free to drop us a comment on Facebook or on YouTube. And that's something that we can do at a later date and time. So today I'm going to go into the history of National Black Business Month. I'm going to share some interviews with some Black business owners, and then also an interview about one of the founders of National Black Business Month. And so thank you so much for joining us today. Like I said, my name is Ebony Stevenson. If you love what you're hearing today, or if you've been a long-term follower, do feel free to always be able to join us at our edifice, excuse me, which is 616 East 71st Street, right here in Chicago, Illinois. If you have any questions about our previous lectures, or you would like more information about how to join Choma Nation, you can always give us a call or text us at 773-846-3091. Once again, that's 773-846-3091. Now, I'm going to read a little excerpt about National Black Business Month. And if you see my eyes going this way, this is just me reading from my document. So, National Black Business Month is celebrated in August. And every August, we acknowledge and appreciate Black businesses across the nation and all that they represent in the country's continual striving for diversity and equality. So we know here at Choma Nation and at the United Black American Progress Association, even though we observe, National Black Business Month every August, buying Black and spending your dollars with Black businesses should be an everyday decision for you and your family if you are concerned with getting Black people off the economic bottom in this country. It shouldn't just be something that you do, like for those who observe Christmas and, they're very religious during the month of December, even though we know Christmas is a holiday. But if you would like more information on that, see one of our previous lectures. And so we know that in order to, uplift our communities and get us out the economic muck that we find ourselves in, that we've got to start spending our money and more of our money with people who look like us. And it's just like with every other race or every other culture, the importance of supporting their own is foundational to the survival of their people. And so we have got to understand that we are the same way. If you look at everything that's going on with Black communities across the country and how you can connect poverty to the reduction in Black businesses in our community, the reduction in Black-owned businesses being able to hire our own, that has a direct impact to the violence that we see in our communities. But that's a lecture for another day. So there is an organization that I'm going to uplift called the Black Business Alliance in Peoria, Illinois, here right in our own state of Illinois. And I thought that their CEO, Denise Moore, had a great quote about National Black Business Month. And she said that Black Business Month is exciting because it gives us an opportunity to focus on a community that is far too often underrepresented when it comes to access to capital and opportunities to build wealth. And we know that this is true. And so what Denise Moore, CEO of the Black Business Alliance right here in the state of Illinois in Peoria, you know, when we talk about these business tables that we go to and these business grants, Black businesses are often underrepresented. And then when you talk about access to capital, we know that it's very factual that Black businesses have way more struggles to access capital than their non-Black counterparts. And so when we talk about the connection between being able to access capital and building wealth, we know that those two go hand in hand. So when we observe the contribution of Black businesses and entrepreneurs, it also pays, to recognize the history of Black businesses and the previous Black businesses that we've had. And it's a shame, I say this a lot, that when we talk about Black business and we talk about the history of Black businesses, we sort of go on the used to be or the has been tour, because we know how hard it is for Black businesses to stay in existence. And, I think that it's interesting that, approximately 10% of all American businesses are Black owned. And if we look at what statistics say about minority owned businesses, about 30% of these will belong to Black business owners. The primary sectors in which Black businesses operate include healthcare, social work, repair and maintenance, beauty salons, restaurants, and more. Black businesses across the country are booming and on the rise. And even in places like Washington, D.C., having one of the highest ratio of Black-owned businesses, that was a very interesting statistic that I wanted to share with you guys. They have a whopping 28% of Black-owned businesses in Washington, D.C. And so we need to look at what is Washington, D.C. doing for their Black-owned businesses that places like Chicago and other cities with large Black populations are not doing. These businesses also have an important role to play towards supporting student and education by giving funds towards the scholarship of Black students. And this is very true. So when we talk about being able to support our own, why do our youth have to go to other institutions and other organizations to get funds to go to college when they should be able to get those funds from businesses? Why do our youth during the summertime, when it's time for them to get a summer job, why do they have to go beg, every other person who doesn't look like them to hire them when we should be able to support them right in our own communities? And so now I'm going to go into the history of Black Business Month. If you enjoy what you're hearing, do feel free to drop us a comment on the Facebook Live or on YouTube. And then once again, if you would like more information about how to join us on Sundays at Choma Nation, or about how to join the United Black American Progress Association, please feel free to give us a call or a text at 773-846-3091. And so the history of Black Business Month can be traced to the year 2004, when engineering entrepreneur Frederick E. Jordan partnered with the president and executive director of the scholarly publishing company E-Access Corp., John William Templeton, to start this annual event. The intention of the pair was to drive the policy agenda affecting the 2.6 million African American businesses. So it's interesting that the two founders of National Black Business Month, it wasn't founded to just support Black businesses like that we see a lot of, oh, National Black Business Month, buy Black, but it was also to drive the policy agenda around Black businesses and Black entrepreneurs here in America. Now, they also wanted to highlight and empower Black businesses across the country, especially given the unique challenges faced by Black business owners. And this stemmed from one of the founders' own personal experience of the struggle to gain financial backing and funding when he began his own firm in San Francisco in 1969. Now today, one of the founders, he is a successful owner of F.E. Jordan Associates, a company that has international reach, but it also led him to realize that the odds are still not in favor of Black entrepreneurship. Now look at this, one of the founders of National Black Business Month, and today, he has a company with international reach. And even then, as big as his company has grown, that he still sees and experiences the struggles of being a Black entrepreneur on this planet, right? And so that's just interesting because people sometimes are like, well, oh, like if you start a business, like you're a Black entrepreneur, it might be hard, but once you get past the 5-year mark, and you grow your business, you won't be like the average and ordinary, right? So it's like, oh, you become a business owner, and then once you get that clientele and you build your customer base, that's the biggest part of your hurdle. But we know that here in America, it's plenty of Black businesses that you don't know that they're owned by Black people because of the discrimination and obstacles that Black business owners face just because of the color of our skin. And so to push for equity in the business spaces and to celebrate those who are thriving despite challenges, Black Business Month is a month-long celebration of entrepreneurs who beat the odds. Now, I'm going to go a little bit deep into the history. Since the late 1700s, both free and enslaved Black people began to open their own small businesses in the form from barbershops to tobacco shops and shoemaking. As emancipation grew, excuse me, so did the establishment of Black-owned businesses. And this led to the period between 1900 to 1930 being labeled as the golden age of Black-owned businesses. Did you know that 1900 to 1930 was the golden age of Black-owned businesses? Segregation saw entire districts becoming Black-owned, such as Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Excuse me. In 1915, with the establishment of the National Negro Business League, there was widespread support of Black entrepreneurship, with the National Business League spreading to over 34 states. The National Black Business League, after they spread to 34 states, had a huge impact on Black businesses in the country. By 2002, 1.2 million of the United States' 23 million businesses were owned by Black people, bringing in a revenue of over 150 billion. Now, that's just so interesting. When we talk about, when you ask people, oh, do you support Black-owned businesses? Or how much of your money do you spend with your local Black-owned businesses? And, I'm speaking particularly to our people, and this message is for our people and our people only. Sometimes we are our biggest enemy when it comes to economics and it comes to entrepreneurship. Because when we had these conversations about supporting Black-owned businesses, the first thing you hear from somebody was, well, I went to this business and it was Black-owned and they didn't have good customer service, or I supported this business and I don't think that they did a good job. And so instead of being like, oh, I supported this Black business and I'm going to give positive criticism to this Black business so that they can improve, and they can either take it or leave it, whether it's improving their customer service, whether it's improving how fast the items get here if you're ordering online and they have a long shipping time. It could even be something as simple as having a conversation with the owner to let them know, hey, I like your product, but I just want to let you know that I think that these are some avenues that the business needs improvement. Because see, this is the thing. We will wake up every day get out of our beds and go eat breakfast at a business that's not owned by us. We will go eat lunch at a business that's not owned by us. We will go get our coffee at a business that's not owned by us. You know what I'm saying? Do you get where I'm going? We will go buy our hair and, get our nails done at businesses that don't look like us. We'll go buy our clothes at businesses that don't look like us. It's school supply season, right? Buying school supplies. This is also the time where, families are buying school uniforms and stuff for their children. How many of those businesses are Black owned that you're spending your money with, that you're going school shopping for your children? And if you have a family that has multiple children, you're spending a nice amount of money on school uniforms, new shoes, new hairdos. We know how we do for our kids, coats and jackets and all kinds of stuff. And so how much of that money during this month when children are going back to school is spent with Black-owned businesses? That's something you have to ask yourself. If someone asks you, when was the last time you supported a Black-owned business and you can't remember, then you really need to do a deep conversation with yourself about how important economic liberation is for Black people to you and your family. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to go over a Black Business Month timeline just to give you a little idea of some important events in Black business history. And then I'm going to share a video, actually 2 videos. Once again, if you enjoy what you are hearing, please feel free to drop us a chat on Facebook and YouTube. And if you would like more information about this subject or any of our previous lectures, please feel free to call us or shoot us a text at 773-846-3091. And so some important dates to know during the Black business timeline in America. In 1898, Black people began to own insurance companies. The North Carolina Mutual Life Insurance Company is established and quickly becomes one of the oldest and most prominent Black-owned insurance companies in the United States. 1915, first Black National Business League is founded. Booker T. Washington founds the National Negro Business League, later renamed the National Business League, to support Black entrepreneurs as they start out. 1920s, Black Wall Street. In the Greenwood District of Tulsa, Oklahoma, affluent Black businesses mushroom and flourish, earning the nickname Black Wall Street. But we also know that the Black Wall Street of Tulsa, Oklahoma was not the only Black Wall Street in America. In 1980s, Black businesses bring in billions. Reginald Lewis is the first African American to build a billion-dollar company, TLC International Holding. 2004, Black Business Month is established, founded by Frederick E. Jordan and John William Templeton, and it becomes an annual celebration. Now, I'm going to share this video from one of the founders of National Black Business Month, and then we'll come back and talk about how you can support Black businesses during National Black Business Month and beyond. Give me 1 second.
Well, August is National Black Business Month, and it's a time to recognize and support Black businesses across the country. And this week's For the Culture, I spoke to historian John William Templeton, who founded Black Business Month in 2004.
We're very close to achieving the promised land that Dr. King prophesied in his last speech. And so it's really about information and implementation.
Believes that promised land is Black businesses accounting for 10% of the nation's gross domestic product. Right now, it's at 4%. According to the latest census data, there are more than 3 million Black-owned businesses in our country, many right here in the Bay Area. Now, here's the problem. Many look at supporting Black-owned businesses as an extra effort or a thought. It's not a natural instinct. Templeton says once that changes and people help small Black-owned businesses expand, he believes there will be a big economy boost.
SpaceX subsidized by the federal government. So we know how to make companies big. We just haven't done it for African American companies. See Black businesses the same way we see church, and endeavor to spend 10% of our disposable income, or particularly when we travel with Black-owned businesses.
Now, more than $13 billion federal dollars has been invested into Black-owned businesses since the pandemic started. And with new legislation, constant education, Templeton hopes Black businesses will continue growing. Now, all month long, we're highlighting unique Black businesses right here in the Bay Area that you can support.
Yes, so I just thought that was interesting to sort of see or hear the perspective of one of the founders of National Black Business Month. Now, me being the president of the United Black American Progress Association, standing on the shoulders of those who came before me, like Dr. Webb Evans and S.B. Fuller and other Black business owners who created legacies for our community, we have to understand that the reason why Black businesses have so many issues with being able to sustain themselves is one of them is because we don't support those businesses as we support other businesses. Something that he said that I agreed with was about 10%. Like, it's like church. Like, we know that, you know, people are very familiar with tithes, you know, giving 10% of that first 10% of your increase, right? And what if, you know, we had Black families start to say, hey, well, after I get 10% to whatever, you know, wherever I worship or whoever, or whatever institution that your leader or teacher or guide is a part of, I'm going to give 10% of my income to spend money with Black-owned businesses. Imagine if Black families made that commitment and how much the income and the wealth of Black communities would increase if that was something that we agreed to and did consistently. I want to touch on something that, you know, when we talk about Black businesses, we don't talk about the problem with, you know, I was trying to say it in a nice way, but because, you know, I'm on a Toba Nation, so I don't have to say it in a nice way. I just got to say it the truthful way. You know, we don't understand the opposition that we as Black business owners, as Black entrepreneurs face in America. You know, we can look at the history look at S.B. Fuller, and S.B. Fuller was doing over $10 million in business. Like, tell me, wouldn't you want your Black-owned business to be doing, heck, $1 million a year in business? He was doing over $10 million in business. And the opposition that he faced when they found out that his business was owned by a Black man, was owned by a Black person. And how, you know, our enemies organized against them, and what did they do? They organized us, our own people, to go against him. They were protesting at his house. They was doing all kinds of things. And look at that, the legacy that S.B. Fuller left here in Chicago for Black-owned businesses to be able to match. He gave us a blueprint about what to do to be successful. You know, look at Ken Bridges and other entrepreneurs that have given us a blueprint that we can be successful if we also, what is that thing? You also have to know who your enemy is, because we know when our businesses get successful, the more and more strife and hell that we get from the enemy. And so that actually plays into why Black businesses go out of businesses. The banks don't want to lend to us. The credit unions don't want to lend to us. You know, if you are a business and you need capital and you're trying to grow or expand your business, you can't get access to the same resources that people who don't look like you get. And so we have to understand that no one is going to save us besides us when it comes to getting out the economic bottom in this country. So the next thing, I know I got 6 minutes left, so I do want to share an interview with, excuse me, some entrepreneurs some Black entrepreneurs about their 5-year goals. I just thought that this was great because when you have entrepreneurs who are starting businesses and they're already looking forward to see where do I want my business to be in 5 years, and that is a part of your business development and your business goals, that you've got to understand, hey, I may be here now, but where do I want to be in year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5? And so I'm going to share this video in 1 second. And while I'm sharing the video, once again, if you would like more information, please contact us at 773-846-3091.
$5 I would say, because I want like a couple storefronts, So in 5 years, I would say, yeah, I would at least have like one of my like desired storefronts up running. It's busy, it's getting a lot of traffic, it's doing a lot of stuff.
I see our ERP being just what I said, a positive influence on our people, not just in Chicago, but in every urban city, in every urban community.
In 5 years, I really hope to be in a warehouse. I really hope to have some of my community initiative programs kind of taken off.
Like in 5 years, like I want it to be real big. Like I want warehouse factories. I want I want it to have an audience where I can actually be able to like reach thousands and thousands of people.
Stated in them is going to be international.
CNI Needs will be operating a physical location.
The reason why I wanted to share that is because I just found it interesting in that video that the majority of the entrepreneurs were younger entrepreneurs, because, a lot of times when we talk about Black businesses, we tend to show like older entrepreneurs, but I just thought that it was so amazing to see these younger Black business owners, talking about their businesses and then where they see their businesses 5 years from now. And so I just feel like we have really got to get to this point where spending money with people who look like you is not just something that you have to program yourself to do, that it becomes just as natural as breathing, right? Because this is so important to the survival of us as a people. I'm going to share one more video with you guys, and then I'm going to get ready to close out. Okay, give me 1 second.
International Marcus Garvey Parade, as well as Marcus Garvey Holiday. We're here on 7600 South Cottage Grove. I am Brother Minister Raheem Kased Aten, founder of the Temple of Mercy Association and the host. We're constantly, every year, trying our best to make our people aware of who Garvey is. 80 to 90% of our people don't know of the great works of the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. We're not Garveyites. We're all-inclusive Black conscious righteous movement, but we know that Garvey should be in the Guinness Book of World Records. He's the only person that you and I know that held a convention from August 1st to August 31st, which means that that's the longest held running convention in the world, 31 days. And on August 31st, delegates from Africa and South America came together, and they put a proclamation down in a decree that we should all unite under the red, black, and green, and that we should have August 31st as an international holiday observed by all people of color. I just want that word to get out. If it don't get out, I don't know what else to say on that one. but we gonna do our part in making sure that it get out. And here comes the patriot, Dr. Evans. Come over here, Dr. Evans. Come over here for a second for this interview. Dr. Webb, come over here for this interview. Tell him about the Garvey Parade today. Dr. Webb Evans, tell me who you are.
My name is Webb Evans, President of the United American Progress Association. On October the 17th, we'll be celebrating our 49th anniversary. We must build and create for ourselves. For the future of little black boys and girls, we must own some business. We must own more than churches. We are regular church people. We live together. We go to church together. We sing together. We shout together. We pray together. Don't you think it is sad that we haven't learned to put our dollars together? So that's where we are now.
My name is Grand Sheik Kenya Yamar Bey, National Grand Sheik of the Moorish Science Temple of America. I'm out here today to give honor to the Messiah Marcus Garvey, who is the forerunner of Prophet Noble Drew Ali for the Moorish American. This is the most honorable day to be here among our brothers and sisters to celebrate such an event. We trust that everybody come out and learn to love instead of hate and link on with the ideas of Brother Marcus Garvey, who came to teach us that self-reliance is what we need as a people. We all need to come together. May God bless you all and thank you and have a nice day today. Peace.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Cheryl Aaron, and this is a marvelous day, beautiful sunny day for our march today. This is the Marcus Garvey Anniversary Parade, and we are happy to have it. His holiday, and we are welcoming the holiday he created for August 31st. This is August 28th. We couldn't do it on August 31st. So we're having it today, and we're honoring his spirit and his message. This is a Buy Black Day, honoring the concept of supporting our own and building our own businesses and creating our own economy and not depending upon other people to dictate to us what will and will not happen with our people.
Okay. I know I am 2 minutes over, but I just wanted to share that iconic video of one of our previous, international Marcus Garvey holiday events. We observe International Marcus Garvey holiday every August 31st, and we are doing so this year. In that video, you see the founder of our movement, Toma Nation, Minister Raheem speaking. You saw the co-founder, Minister Omari Aten, in the background walking by. You were able to hear from the founder of the United Black American Progress Association, Dr. Webb Evans. And then you were also able to hear from our own Toma Nation's Mama Cheryl Aaron to talk about the importance of the holiday and the importance of the do for self mentality. We are actually observing International Marcus Garvey holiday this year, and it will be on Saturday, August 31st. If you are in the Chicagoland area, feel free to join us. We will be in the West Englewood community at 1423 West 69th Street from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the fest. We will also be doing a small parade from 69th and Halsted to 69th and Loomis, where the event activities will begin. And so if you would like more information about that, come out and bring your family. We still have vending spaces available. If you are a Black vendor and you would like to vend at the event, it's only $25. For more information, you can reach us at 773-846-3091. I know I shared a lot of information today. Next week for our last lecture of the month, I will be doing a deeper dive into National Black Business Month and the founder of the United Black American Progress Association, which is Dr. Webb Evans. And so I'm going to share this last piece about National Black Business Month here in Illinois before I close us out. House Resolution HR 0608, submitted by State Representative LaShawn K. Ford, recognizes the late Reverend Dr. Webb Evans, which was born November 20th, 1913 to February 23rd, 2015, He was also known as Mr. Buy Black and founder of the United American Progress Association in 1961, acknowledging his belief and work on the economic progress for our community, as well as his contributions, supporting the National Black Business Month of August. H.R. 0608 resolves that the 99th General Assembly designates the month of August in 2015 as Buy Black, Love Black, and Give Black in the state of Illinois. In support of this resolution, it recognizes the importance of building our community's business sector, as well as their belief in self-determination. A number of community organizations are working together to promote Black economics, and the goal of which is to get as many individuals as possible to make purchases from Black-owned establishments for the month of August. And so if you have not already, for the month of August, spent your dollars with a Black-owned business, I'm going to challenge you to go out and find a Black-owned business to spend your money with. If you are having trouble, excuse me, finding a Black-owned business, excuse me, you can Google the Black Mall. Their founder, Cassiopeia, has been compiling lists of Black-owned businesses for over a decade. And so if you're having trouble finding a Black-owned business to spend your money with, you can go there. Here in Chicago, we have the Divine Water Company, which is an alkaline water company that sells alkaline water. So if you would like to support this Black-owned business, you can always reach out to us at 773-846-3091. Thank you so much for joining us. Have an awesome and amazing Sunday, Black family.
For joining us for our weekly Sunday worship service. We invite you and your family to join us live every Sunday at 616 East 71st Street at our new time from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. and on Facebook from 12:30 to 1 p.m. If you have enjoyed what you have heard, please feel free to support us with a monetary gift on Cash App at $TOMANATION. Once again, that's $TOMANATION. This will conclude our live stream. The message you have been listening to will continue live here at the Toma headquarters. We thank you, Black family. See you next Sunday. Black Power.
This is the eternal divine spirit, the one that causes all that exists to exist, the one that is self-existent.
How many men have children and the children never meet their father? See, you created a void in that child because you are a part of that child.
Black power! Black power! Black power!